And I do believe that we experience new all-time high prices for a variety of altcoins. What is going on, guys? Kevin Cage here with another cryptocurrency update. Before diving into some rapid fire XRP news, I wanted to highlight the Bitcoin price chart, currently at $41,700. We did actually wick as low as $39,700, $39,600, give or take, just a few hours ago. As we zoom out on the price chart, we can see that we are essentially back to where we were in February earlier this year, or even last year exactly. So last January, exactly 1 year ago, Bitcoin's price was fluctuating between $30,000 to $42,000. Crazy. Looking at the overall market, yes, we are below $2 trillion yet again. Many people are in panic. I personally have my strategy and my fingers are crossed that my buy limits get filled for Casper at 11 cents, of course, which is seeming more likely, and then hopefully 9 cents. As we're scrolling down throughout the market, looking at assets, XRP was at 22 cents last year, holding at about 74 cents. A friendly reminder, I am still bullish on altcoins that are well below their all-time high price, including XRP. Unfortunately, Bitcoin controls the prices of the market for the most part until the utility of each project raises the ground floor. Looking at a variety of assets, let's do Algorand, and let's see where it was just 1 year ago today for a little perspective. Looking on the daily price chart, we can see a drop, retracement, but let's go to 1 year. 1 year ago, guys, Algo was at 45 cents. Today, we're at $1.40. So even around this level, 45, 46 cents. Since then, we are still up 200%, which is a 3x because you have to include the initial investment. Keep in mind, the guys in the stock market, they brag if they get 20% in a year, which obviously has not been too difficult over the last decade since the entire stock market, the Dow Jones, has been in a massive, massive bull run. And just a few months ago, during the May, June, and July crash, Algo was at 70 cents. If we retest that level again, that would be another 50% drop. What are my personal expectations for Algo and a variety of altcoins that are still below their all-time high price? Now, I know Algo wicked above its previous all-time high, but this is an asset that I believe reaches $5 to $10 with ease. It is one of the few legitimate crypto assets out there. And I know everybody's looking for micro caps to make a 100x return, but the bulk of my money is going to be in assets that are safe, secure, and here to stay for the next 5 to 10 years, because the winners in this ecosystem are going to have massive, massive market caps. Now, as everybody is in panic, as we say, when in doubt, zoom out. Let's go to the weekly price chart for Bitcoin. We can see an ascending channel is still intact. I am not panicking. Yes, we can see worst cases, we can see wicks, but overall, the trend is intact. And this isn't to reassure you, this is just to show you some of the data available for everybody. This is Credible Crypto highlighting the Bitcoin cycles. And he believes that each cycle, per the data, this is not an opinion, gets longer than the last, as we can see. The first massive bullish cycle lasted about 280 days. Then a 90% crash, which is very common across the board. A big 80%, 90%, maybe 70% crash after the bull run. So 280 days. The next bull run lasted 742 days, longer than this one. The next bull run lasted over 1,000 days, which is much longer than the 700 days. This is posted back in November, 1,057 days versus 1,071 days. As you can see, the argument is that this cycle will last well into 2022, and I believe he is right. We're just having multiple cups, another drop. And I do believe that we experience new all-time high prices for a variety of altcoins. Looking at the Casper price chart, CSPR, before diving into some XRP news, we can see, I believe that Casper will have a Shiba Inu type move in the future in 2022. I'm hoping to buy some more at 9 cents and 11 cents. Now, could it go lower? Absolutely. But I'm not betting on that. I'm trying to get some very big orders filled. As you can see, Shiba Inu's price chart had a big crash, huge amount of liquidations, and then shot up 400, 500%, reaching this previous level of resistance and then turning it into support, but now actually backtesting this level yet again. I'm not interested in Shiba, even if it does another 10x. From its all-time low, at least from this level, we can see it's still up 400%. From Casper's all-time low, back here at 5 cents, it's only up 140%. The downside is minimalized. I am much more interested in getting an asset like this for a nice 500% or even a 10x return in the future. Friendly reminder, I am buying as they are below my retracement, specifically the 236, and then I begin staggering sells out at those levels. This is not get rich quick. This is me just making my money work for me and being extremely patient in dollar cost averaging when the asset fits my price parameters. I am not smarter than anybody, but I'm a lot more patient. And also, another thing I really try to tell people is you do not have to be some wizard and understand every single move of the market. I know a lot of noobs and amateurs typically look for that and think somebody can predict candle body for candle body, but that is just not realistic. We are all human. We are all speculators in a speculative market before utility brings this ground floor much higher. Now, what if this is actually the ground floor for Algo? What if the new price floor is really around 70 cents? And then in a couple years, the new price floor is $5 or $50, etc. This can be said about any altcoins that survive in the future. So I just want to show you, you do not have to know every single move. You have to understand support and resistance. You have to understand basic trends, Fibonacci, and anything in between. And of course, understanding how the markets operate. In early days, assets are extremely volatile, meaning that prices fluctuate like crazy. If you want a 10x return, which is a 1000% increase essentially, and you cannot withstand an 80% crash or drop, and when it sits there for a couple months before doing another 10x, you may not be made for this market, because this market is crazy. It will drive a normal person mad unless you have your emotions in control. A lot of people try to get rich too quickly and are emotional. If you're emotional, my best advice is to step away from the chart, get outside, go exercise, go do something productive. What will be, will be. Que sera, sera. Okay, first things first, PayPal is exploring creating its own stablecoin as crypto businesses grow. Hidden code in the company's iPhone application shows that a potential PayPal coin would be backed by the US dollar. There are many stablecoins today that are typically backed by the US dollar, but remember, this is still a walled garden problem. If PayPal creates their own stablecoin, then JP Morgan creates their own stablecoin. There's still an issue of what we call counterparty risk, and trust is the issue. As I shared in my previous video, the only way to win is by creating true neutrality between all parties. Cough, cough, XRP. This is awesome, shared by JV. Either we are holding some BS or we are holding the future. There is no in between, referring to these crypto assets, these altcoins that we are speculating on. Now, of course, we can show you the facts. We can show you the volume, the year-to-date growth for a lot of these networks, and you have to decide for yourselves. I believe that assets such as XRP, XDC, QNT, HBAR, a lot of these ISO tokens, even right on my page, are the future. And if even one or two fail, I do believe that there's going to be a handful that succeed. So with a basic blanket strategy, not holding 1,000 different tokens, I think a lot of us can be extremely successful. The benefit of being early in this market. XRP Darren, referring to, of course, cross-border payments, and listen to this, by Bill Gates. If the transaction costs on remittances are when people are sending money home to their family, typically in different countries. So if the transaction costs on remittances worldwide were cut from where they are today at around 10% to an average of 5%, it would unlock $15 billion a year in the poor countries. Anderzel, another must follow why I am super bullish on XRP right now. He went back and forth with, of course, Matt Hamilton, who is a Ripple X developer. It was confirmed that when they mention instant settlements, that has to include XRP, the digital asset within RippleNet. Ripple's the company, and they have a network of financial institutions, hundreds of institutions. So as you can see, this has to include XRP and RippleNet. That is insane. So Anderzel goes on to say that he wasn't sure, and I wasn't sure either, if that could be achieved with traditional Nostro Vostro, which is pre-funding accounts. But apparently not. It has to include XRP settlements. Boom. Correct. Xcurrent is just a messaging system. It requires something else. For example, Nostro Vostro accounts, or ODL, on-demand liquidity, used to be called XRapid, which uses XRP to do settlements. Anderzel goes on to say Finastra, which is a Ripple partner connected to the top 48 of the top 50 banks in the entire world, has a solution called RippleNet via Fusion Total Messaging, where Finastra's customers, and they are a giant technology provider, can implement RippleNet. So all RippleNet and Ripple the company is doing is taking the XRP ledger, plugging into these massive companies like Finastra, because all these technology providers are connected to all the global banks. So they plug into these tech providers, and the tech providers plug into the banks. It's clear that emphasis is on instant settlement. Using XRP to settle payments takes 3 to 5 seconds, not 3 to 5 days like today. It thus has to mean settling using XRP. Instant settlement, transacting in seconds instead of days. You can see RippleNet via Fusion Total Messaging talking about RippleNet with a target processing time of 1 million transactions every single hour. Oh, and speaking of this, look, 10,000 customers for Finastra, which is a Ripple partner, already integrating RippleNet and XRP. So when the lawsuit is over for Ripple, it is game time. 90, it used to be 48, 90 of the world's largest banks, it used to be out of the top 50, 48 banks were connected. And they have over 10,000 employees. Here it is, so including 48 of the top 50 banks. This is from memory, by the way, from reading all these years, but here it is. This is a great thread. I did retweet it if you follow me on Twitter. Let's keep moving. Next up, JP Morgan sees 2022 having potential to be the year of blockchain bridges, driving greater interoperability of various chains, various blockchains, or the year of financial tokenization. I think both. Next up, Ripple. Central banks around the world are beginning to explore some form of central bank digital currency to bring new opportunities to their communities. Question, and this is testing people's knowledge. How many underbanked people in the world do central bank digital currencies have the potential to help? The answer is over 1 billion people. Here's a recent case study shared by Roth IRA for Ripple and XRP. So we have research on payment settlements with cross-border business trade based on blockchain. Check this out, and I did in fact retweet this. As we can see, Bank A, the Ripple connection. Notice that XRP is at the foundation of this, at the bottom of this, underneath the market maker and the Ripple network. Another Ripple connection, and Bank B. So A to B, and XRP is in between the banks. Next up, my buddy finally started a free account for iTrustCapital to have crypto in his individual retirement accounts and 401ks. And also, full credit to Credible Crypto, I made sure that he was getting some good exposure to Curve, CRV. Now, of course, also XLM, Algo, etc. But I want him to have some exposure to this very, very powerful and famous DAO. Remember that it's completely free to create an account and use it on a daily basis, just like Coinbase. And this is linked in every YouTube video description I do, and you also get $100 in Bitcoin if you do create an account. And speaking of CRV, we have Credible Crypto. Am I too late to get into Curve? Sir, does it look like you're too late to get into Curve? CRV, this is an asset that reminds me of Casper in terms of the price chart. However, look at this. This is Curve versus Bitcoin. Relatively bottomed out. And the goal for most people in crypto is to look for asymmetric returns. Curve, minimal downside compared to Bitcoin, correct? And probably maximal upside. Look at this. That's what I'd be looking for as well. So, of course, not financial advice. You decide what you want to go in, but most people only want to go into an asset after it does a 10x. You have to think the opposite. Get in the asset before it does that 10x and wait. Some people wait weeks, some people wait months. Bottom line is I don't mind waiting for these types of returns. I believe 2022 is going to be amazing for people that stick to strategies and stop dancing around and panicking. When you panic, you can lose money. Next up, we have XRPayNet, the world's most diverse payment network, bringing buy now, pay later to the crypto industry, shared by news.bitcoin.com, and I did also see Martin Volk share this, so thank you, sir. XRPayNet is a cryptocurrency built on the XRP ledger, with an upcoming global team focused on one goal: a globally adopted interface and ecosystem for payment settlements that is suitable for stores, businesses, peer-to-peer transactions, and those who sell products and services. This will allow consumers to be able to buy now, pay later, which is an almost first in the entire crypto industry. This application is currently under development, so I'll believe it when I see it, but they plan to be a world-class payment interface for micropayments, which arguably, as David Schwartz, CTO of Ripple, said, micropayments, streaming of real-time micropayments, could be larger than the multi-trillion-dollar cross-border markets. So just another use case for XRP, with transactions processed by the XRP ledger, ensuring very low transaction costs at just a fraction of a penny and ultra-fast speeds. Bitcoin, Ethereum, yes, during the bull run, I've waited several hours for a single Bitcoin or Ethereum transaction. With XRP, it's always been 3 to 5 seconds. And a fraction of a penny. Bitcoin can be a store of value, Ethereum can be the king of smart contracts if it wishes to be. All I believe is that there's going to be other assets like XRP that dominate the payments landscape. This team does not aim to compete with Ripple or XRP. They're just aiming to change the world of payments forever by focusing on transforming the world of online and in-store payments. You guys well. Also, really quick for any API 3 fans out there, this is Hedge Against Inflation DAO, so HAI, and then of course their token is DAMO, D-A-M-O. So a few months back, any API 3 holders that were staking API 3 were actually eligible for this airdrop. If you followed the instructions several months ago, you would get a little DAMO in your Polygon Matic wallet. You can follow Hedge Against Inflation DAO to learn more. They also have Medium articles and tutorials set up. And here is the actual token address, by the way, on the Polygon network. We're going to cover a lot more XRP information in the next video, but I did want to highlight this. Next up for Chainlink in 2022, Chainlink will launch staking rewards and aims to scale at an insane vertical rate, says Sergey. Now, of course, Chainlink is a crypto asset that is trying to solve the Oracle problem. This ecosystem now boasts over 1,000 project integrations, 700 Oracle networks, securing over $75 billion. This is up tenfold from 2020. I see some newbies that are on Twitter saying Chainlink is dead. Apparently, they do not know how to zoom out in a price chart, and they're just used to 10x's every single month. In my experience, you have to let assets breathe. Excited to learn more about staking Chainlink as well. They've been working on the staking solution for years, and their white paper edition back in April actually explained how this would all work. Now, me personally, I'm more interested in API 3 at these prices, but they'll probably both do well. But alright guys, that is enough out of me. All links can be found in the video description. Be sure to follow me on my only social media profiles right here, and I'll catch you in the next video.